How is this gonna... That's gonna be... Okay. Well, everyone's actually gonna be here. Stupid attendance. Wow. Welcome. Welcome. There we go. I'll give him a few to get into Discord. Just waiting on Winfer and... Oh, I'm just going back and forth to try to remember. Oh, it's okay. Just wait for That's sorted. Alright. Welcome. So I'm just gonna do a quick refresher. I'm gonna get us set on what our goal is today and we'll get at it. So the main goal for today is ideally we can get to Purification 2. And in the midst of today we just get we get re-comfortable with HTcm again and hopefully have no issues and get our strategies more refined and any questions or concerns answered. For spread spots, I might get this wrong, but I believe we had Lanius at arrow, we had M at circle, we had Winfer at X, we have Noro at heart, and then we have Noth at square. Now I'm not always going to have these markers here. As we get further in, I'm going to start moving these markers to like the spread spots for Suwon and stuff. So these are spots that you just have to get a feel for and memorize. So just for a reference for spots so we can refer to them. Arrow is just going to be far edge, and then we have circle and heart just be towards center. Not too picky here. We have X just be in the middle, and then X is on top of it. I have swirl there, which is where Timecast spawns, and we have triangle here for Moose and Thylon to go, or void pools, and if they mess up their hammer throws, then it will at least be on triangle, and they can revert back to absorb VP strat until they are far more comfortable with the hammer strat. And then once you guys are comfortable with the hammer strat, we can move that marker and you guys can just stay in group. And we all just have to get used to always having Void Pool AoE on group and live with it. Outside of that, for greens, Noro and Winfer, which green did you do?
I was gonna do the.
Okay, so you're that one, and did you have the healer with you?
I
Or
don't
Moose?
remember who was on which side.
Moose, which one were you last time? Do you remember? Okay, so let's pretend that we are just assigning you for the very first time. So we can have Thylin go to the Swirl one. We're going to have Moose go to the Winfer one. So.
And then I was gonna do the portal that's further from the further from the center, closer to the edge, and then. So Thylon, you take the one that's closer to the edge with me, and then
Okay.
Winfer
Then
and
Moose
take
takes the one closer to Heart, for example. Alright, cool. Again, the DPS check for Jormag is kill before the second green completes. With Moose gone last time, and we were just messing around with a DPSer doing void pools, and not I believe we had a DPSer swap to a
I swapped
quick.
to Herald.
Yeah, he swapped to that, which means we messed with a whole bunch of other stuff, so like a portal straight to boss with Noth as a vert and an actual additional DPSer. That should make up for the roughly 15% damage that we didn't have before to make the DPS check. Otherwise, Promortis is a 1 burn. If it turns out that after a few pulls we don't get that, we can start reverting to what we did before. And for those who may not know that, that is we run out for the chomp, we get our greens, we portal back, or the people towards Swirl just run back, and you DPS boss, and then we take a portal out for spread, go to your greens, and run back whole DPS until everyone's together, kill, stealth, and get ready for Krog. That is the double chomp strat that we used to do. Are there any questions or concerns for those who may not be familiar about that strategy? Okay. And wasn't there talk of switching the greens up for Mortis?
Yeah, I was gonna ask about it because I think it was more of a difference when we are running back to the boss, like for after the second green. So I think we can just leave it as is if we're skipping it.
We'll leave it as is, and we'll go from there. The only thing,
Or maybe I was thinking because before we had the hams on this one.
yeah.
I think it might be better to have people that have more mobility than the heralds, unless they have sword. I guess sword 5 covers a pretty big difference.
Well,
Don't
Winfer
have sword.
and Nora, are you both bringing Blink?
I am, yeah. I think we probably both are.
Okay, so what we can do, so
we drop portal and then run over there.
No. Well, you drop portal, you come here, you succeed, and then you blink over to the portal after your green succeeds and take it back.
That should work.
So Dormag and Zaitan are the same.
You know, we could just use, like, both our portals are going to be available for that. We can just each, one of us portal each side.
That's actually fine. Promortis. So we can just do normal green stuff, but just have a portal on each side. Doesn't matter.
We'll just stay on the same side we're on for
If we're committing to one chomp. Does anybody have any... The only thing I was going to say is the only thing I haven't really coordinated too much is purification to split. So, who is my focus virtuoso?
It will be me, but currently I'm not using it.
Okay, then...
I was going to take it if we have trouble on it, but...
Okay, so I'm still going to... So you are in top subgroup. So let's say that well, the main stack on boss isn't really going to need healing. So let's say that top subgroup goes to like ad clearing. You all are ranged in some ways, so you all are fine here. So top sub deals with ads and counter pushes. Bottom sub goes to boss and destroys. And the fact that I'm there should make up for only 5 people there. And hopefully that should go smoothly. If we want more boss damage, or if we have more than enough counter push, we can just have one person on top sub go to the other side. The only main concern I have there is we might actually want like let's say Noth to come with us. So like 6 people swirl, and Noth's job is to push the orb towards the counter push group.
So Winfer and I both have blink. What I've been doing with
Okay.
the other group I've been playing with is I will just drop my whole burst on Timecaster and then just blink over and kill the ads. Because they spawn like 6 seconds after or something like that, right?
A little after, yeah.
So how about we have so we'll have top group except Noro go do counter push. And then Noro comes with main group, does whatever damage, but his job is to prep a portal and push the orb towards the counter push group. And then he will blink over, help with the counter push, and then put a portal down for you guys so you can come back and CC. So pretty much just like normal, except Noro is the one pushing the orb instead of what was previously a ham.
That should work.
Okay. So again, just to make things clear, we still need my pour for people getting cut off. How do you mean in Purification 2?
Because I think before he was portaling from after CC over to boss.
After...
Like, after we'd break the bar on
because
the
you
orb.
have the goop, right?
If we push fast enough, the goop won't be, like, blocking the way, but...
Yeah.
In a portal to Morjamoth there is not a huge deal, but when Krokatorek dies, throw your portal down, do your stuff. It's gonna take less than a minute to complete Purification 2. So it'll be fine.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. And then we'll have it back up by his I-10 anyway. We won't need it during...
Yep. So again, just to make sure that we all understand, bottom group, everyone there, is boss group. Top group, except Noro, is counter push group. Noro's job is to push the orb to counter push, prep a portal, help you guys by a blink, and then provide a portal for the CC. Okay. Any other questions or concerns? Okay. Don't hesitate to speak up. Throw some food down. You all should have your utility. This is the healing food I have. You want that, Thylan, or you want something else? You want damage reduction instead?
Oh, I've got damage reduction. That's fine.
Huh?
Somewhere. There we go.
Ready, check.
Let's get started. Remember, it's fine if we fail DPS checks. We gotta get readjusted to the encounter. We can do this, but then we're gonna GG because the CM isn't enabled. But it's okay. Because what this does is prevent that prompt from coming up again.
Yeah, do it 3 times.
We must cleanse that corruption.
corrupted magic.
See?
Push it into the prismatic rift.
No.
Ready, check.
Let's do this.
I don't think I can push alone. I don't have
I'm
quick moves or anything.
useless, so. That's really far to the side. And that is in a bad direction. That is surprisingly a success.
It's been purified. Break it to send it back. The dragon lord is exposed.
That
Were we
was-
meant to? Which portal?
Were they both
Sure.
on top of each other? I think I might have put
They
it
might have
right on
both been.
top.
Yep.
Okay.
I was like, I only see one portal, but
Ready, check.
Ah.
who's doing close screen? I don't know.
Close screen are the Alacrity people.
Oh, okay.
Or anybody else who wants to. It's no harm in having like every 6 people there. That's a good initial push. Except that's a bit too much.
I think too many people came to try to help the initial
Yep.
push. We can just all start over there if nobody wants to.
It's been purified. It worked. Break it to send it back. Exposed.
That's a fail. That is one portal never went. So once green spawns, just throw it around hard
Ready, check.
and take it. You get a bit. Oop. One down. Gotta be careful. That is a GG.
Oh,
I really can't push it alone.
they were alive.
Can we have pick 2 people, Noro and who? We're pushing. Who wants
One
to
other vote with Blink. I think makes sense.
Alright,
Ready,
so
check.
Winter,
Okay.
you're pushing.
What I'm doing is I'm standing for boons, and then like right when it becomes targetable, I'll blink over and start hitting.
Lightning on
2
group.
down. Please be careful. Health value should be fine. your spreads, get into your spots.
Oh, what's wrong with it?
And that's enough because that is where our damage needs to improve.
I did get debilitated on the way to way to boss, but
Yeah, that's where just like getting comfy with Jormag is
yo,
what matters. If it becomes too big of an issue, we can
Ready,
change
check.
things up, but I really feel like we can.
this way.
Yeah, a lot of issues. One down.
Jeez, we got attack use.
Let's see. If I don't contribute,
Break it to send it back.
that was
We only had 6 people CC. I don't understand. Even after so long.
that is a fail. That was a moose. See, that's fine. So was. Try to make sure you're in hammer for the. Well, if you're in hammer for that, you're. I mean, you could make that work.
What do you want us in hammer for?
For CC on the orb.
Well, for the other herald, because I think he's using staff.
Because
Yeah.
the people who were CC, the people who are not CCing was me, both Soul Beast, and Moose. Now, I can CC, but that means I Dragon Slash, and that is part of my damage. So, I can either save that Dragon Slash for the boss, or I can CC and do 500 break bar. So, and then for the Soul Beasts, you'll probably be in Longbow. So you can do a quick Longbow 4. Just so you can get your buff going since it lasts like 10 fucking seconds.
Shouldn't they also have like an F2 CC?
F2, what is that skill? Forget.
Ready,
If they're on Gazelle, it's like a kick or something. Some sort.
If they're close, then yeah, that'd be great.
Could even do the pre-merge charge potentially.
Oh yeah, that's free.
I have yet to get more than one bloodlust stack. I have to figure out where to throw them.
It's the timing.
Well, no, it's
Not-
because I have to get over there, and I'm
Yeah,
doing
it's
this
okay.
push.
A lot of us were rezzing. Guys, gotta be aware of the AoEs.
Ready, check.
I'm just using that to get all 5 while doing very little damage. So everyone can get credit. I would prefer not to CC, but it keeps being bad when I have to Dragon Slash.
It's been purified.
That's
Break
better.
it to send it back. Exposed.
Much better, but we can do a little better. 5-ish%.
Someone did miss the red. I ended up getting it. But
Oh. Well, that's just on. Yeah.
Ready check.
Just gotta be aware it's fine to just stand a little bit closer to the center. You don't need to be fully.
Corrupted magic. Push it into the Gridlab crypt.
That's a good push. Oh, that sucks. That'll DC.
It's been purified. Break it to send it back. The Dragon Board is exposed.
Good job.
I got all good. I had to go do red.
Gotta make sure you're closest to middle moves. Spread, you have to spread.
Ready check.
we're getting really close.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna push a little less when it gets to the first one.
Yes. The one during green. Are you doing the close green, right? Because it's supposed to target whoever's furthest, I believe, but I don't know
Closest
the
to center.
specifics. Closest to center, okay. So that laser debilitates, and then the laser during spread, or I guess like right after spread, where it's coming back in, debilitates.
Couple hurt.
Push it
Do
into the
yourselves
Gridlab
up.
crypt.
essence of knocking it. It's easy. One down, two down.
Break it to send it back.
GG. I think you both were just low and just got hit by the damage tank.
Ready check.
I think it's every 10 seconds. It does like a percentage of your health, and it goes up each time.
Yep. If you earn my timer, you can beat when it happens.
Give us legs that drop to magic. Push it into the prismatic range. There. It's been purified. Break it to send it back. Exposed.
I have a spreader. I made a lot of mistakes, but also when I looked at what my food was, I just saw my utility was a bunch, and then didn't eat the food I
Ready
put
check.
down, so my food ran out. So
Push it into the prismatic
gotta watch out now. Make sure you heal yourself up. I need it.
It's been purified. Break it to send it back.
That looked like somebody missed their CC.
Ready check.
I'll start dragon sloshing for that. Yeah, you got Warhorn 5, you got Gazelle, you got out of is it out of merge Gazelle? You can just be out of merge to start with and then merge right up after CC.
That's probably what I would do.
Like there are a lot of options, just gotta
No need for damage until we're actually hitting the boss too.
Push it into the prismatic range. There. It's been purified. Break it to send it back. Exposed.
Thanks. Oh, also, it was thanks for people CCing, not thanks to Tara saying good job.
make sure you bait. 4-3. Well, it was 5. March. Half just run. I'm still making mistakes in what I'm doing, but that's just
Ready check.
I took off my Bloodlust Sigil because I'm not getting stacks anyway.
It'll hurt you later though. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, after we're getting the DPS check, I'll probably put it back on. For when we were doing progression before, I took it off until we were actually hitting Sue on
Stuff.
2. You can dodge those lasers. I don't know if your class has blocks or not, but you can also block them. That's what I do. Sword
You
forward.
should have sword 4 or shield 4.
It's been purified. Break it to send it back when it's exposed.
That was too early.
Or 4% again. I actually did a little better that time. Looking here. Well, now I can't tell things. Well, let me pull up a log and see if there's any obvious issues. Did you get debilitated that run as well, M?
Yeah, Moose, you have the hardest job for sure for this. Trying to be a melee DPS while also being off stack during red and stuff.
So buff wise, I mean, it looks fine enough. Those who don't have uptimes are pretty decent, and probably the lack of uptime here is due to running to Jormak at the very beginning. Yeah, decent quickness, decent alacrity. And those who may not have a little bit of it, probably the people who are doing mechanics. What are you saying?
How's the might uptime?
Might uptime is 23.5 on average both subgroups on Jormak. So pretty much 100%.
My meter's broken for
Might-
might. It's always showing like 5 stacks.
Might's great.
Like all the boons.
Quickness has been low on the Alack mech, and that's it. I don't know why.
I
Has
mean,
been at like 80, 85 instead of everyone else has been basically at 100 most of the balls.
That's probably because they just have to go out for greens.
yeah, like don't. I'm just that's what I'm kind of thinking about that. I don't think this is so much a boon issue. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find things that, like, if we want to talk about more obvious things, then we can talk about the huge DPS discrepancy between the virtuosos. Now, obviously Kasep doesn't really have many utility swaps, but it's not like the utility swaps are going to make this big of a difference. You all are taking utilitarian elites. Kasep only has one additional DPS utility, but Kasep's doing 35k, Noro's doing 30k, Twinkle's doing 25k. There is a huge gap there. We have Sam doing 32, we have Gray doing 29. That's a 3.5 gap there. But those are that's kind of stretching for like issues to actually like find, because like I created these DPS checks with everybody in mind as we are, and of course if you improve that'd be great, but if you don't, you don't. Does anyone I'll go over basic stuff. Does everyone have their night sigils? Now obviously if we ditch Bloodlust and run Force instead, yeah, we're gonna make that DPS check. But that's not really a great solution, but the potential upside of just ditching Bloodlust immediately, just for the time being to make some initial progression, is it will give us time to proceed to get through Jormag, to give us more exposure there. So by the time we begin making more swaps into Bloodlust, we're not going to have that big of a damage drop.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm doing it. Like, once we're all a little more practiced on what we're doing and everything, it should go a little more smoothly.
So we can do that just for today. We will want to, of course, swap to Bloodlust, but it's using Force right now because I believe it was 10, 12 stacks of Bloodlust to equal Force.
Yeah.
And if you get decent add RNG, maybe you get 7, 8 by the time Jormag dies. So this is just a straight up damage increase. Yeah, if you have the ability to swap, feel free. But of course, after today, if there's any rotation issues that you may have, it would be a good time to fix it, and we can see how progress goes on Tuesday. Otherwise, just do your best to do the best you can. Anyone have any other?
Ready check.
Oh, hold on. While you're doing that, I'm gonna take a look here. Debilitate show up in? No, it doesn't show up.
Yeah,
in
it's
mechanics.
on the combat replay under buffs, combat encounter specifics, I think is what it's under.
No, you'd want to look in. I mean, that would work, but also buffs and debuffs.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
what?
like the
Hold
biggest
on.
thing I think
Hold on,
that.
what? Some of this is weird. So in the log that we just have, Thailand has 50% uptime on debilitated. We have Moose at 82. We have Winfer at 44. And we have M at 45. But it's like,
That's just one stack of debilitated will last that long too, yeah.
yeah.
Ready
Yeah,
check.
I'm not paying as much attention to it because I'm
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
seeing with staff and stuff. Yeah.
Moose, where are you spreading to when you get spread? I know we don't have like a marker down for you.
Moose can go anywhere she wants.
Yeah, I'm
that
just
isn't the 5.
curious because if she's going towards middle, like she's gonna get hit by the debilitating lasers every time. But if she stays near like edge, if possible, okay. Yeah, the closer you get to mid, the more likely you are to get hit by that.
We'll have more room if we're more consistently.
And you can
throwing reds
also
too.
like immediately after your spread pops, just hit sword 5 to blink back to boss if you need to. If you're on sword, I don't know where it fits into that. Okay.
I'm not sure if it's a great idea, but maybe we can edit spreads a little bit. What markers am I not using? Star. So this kind of feels bad. We can move the position, but let's say that we have Moose at Arrow. And then we have, I believe it was Lanius, at Star. I'm not sure about that, but an interesting idea, because Lanius is ranged, Moose is melee. But you're melee, Moose. Your hammer damage is trash. We're looking for more damage.
Ready check.
After damage.
Let's give it a shot and see if a lockup
Rifle
goes down.
5 back in.
And
Should
then
be
Rifle 5, or you can just do a shift signet.
true. You could shift signet out and then rifle 5 back in, since actually shift signet would move the mech. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Oh, this star marker here is going to be annoying. Let's see if that makes it any big of a difference. One low, heal yourself up. Your heals on cassette, too close to time. And that's one bad guy.
Ready check.
I did swap, yes. A little to the side.
It's been purified. Break it to send it back before it's exposed.
That's like a 1% change. Oh, okay, but still, you having debilitate is not going to make a few percent difference. And we especially want to get higher DPS checks, so it's not like super tight every time.
Ready check.
We'll give it a few pulls.
I think one person having debilitated would make that.
But in a lack person,
I mean, he's 20k DPS, so he's losing 2k, or I guess 4k DPS from having debilitated out of our total, which is at least 1%.
whenever you're ready.
Not for the whole time though, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I didn't press it. I pressed ready and then just walked it through.
I still made a few mistakes, but it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Good push. That's fine. Oh, for fuck's sake. Guess what we're not making. Hold on. Whatever. see what our damage is like at complicated. %% is changed, but
My rotation got super screwed up too.
yeah. But it's like, even if everything goes perfectly, it's not going to go perfectly every time. We've got to make these DPS checks with all the mess ups we're making, and that's just not happening.
It's close though.
Yeah, it's close, but
Ready check.
I mean, we can always revert back to a previous strat. It's gonna make damage low.
Yeah, I mean,
But there's no harm.
Moose and I can walk out to that green. I don't know how it affects the other phases if our DPS is lower than you think.
It doesn't.
I think the Primordius DPS check is easier to make in a way because we don't get chilled and stuff. But if we can't make this one,
dead,
then
GG.
it feels like it's not worth it.
Ready check.
Going down, you gotta be careful. Against counter push. That will hit. It's just now we have this. One down. We're definitely not making it now. Yeah. This is just for everyone to get comfy. Because, well, I had mechanic. Unfold that, GG. What happened? There's no other explanation than you just went off the edge. You have slippery, enjoy.
Ready check.
Yeah, don't bother with that. You get your easy bloodlust stacks.
If you have, yeah, you've got Jowls, right? If you have Jowls and you use hammers and just hit stuff on Primordius, you'll get like 15 to 20 stacks right then.
properly, but... You're there, Hearth, too. Two percent, but nope. Alright, we will do one more pull. That should get us to about the half-hour mark, and then if we fail again, then we will revert to
Ready check.
an old strategy. That should still make us phase before spreader reply, which is what the previous check was. Yeah. Main disadvantage to
2 times press.
That one was
Not bad.
no.
I was zoned out for the giving quickness there too.
Yeah.
How's the hammer strat working for Reds? Does it feel consistent, or is it like...
I'm getting it like 75-80% of the time right
Awesome.
now. And
I mean, that's pretty good early
less.
on, I think.
yeah. It's just a
we can
little
do that. You can
dodge if I get chilled.
try. Yeah, it's when I was trying, I couldn't get it.
I was very consistently throwing spreads at Wolfie in AH.
Soon you can run away from the group and then throw the Reds at us.
It's been purified. Break it to send it back before it's exposed.
To play it.
Destroyed my rotation again.
Okay. So we'll revert back and just focus on getting more exposure on Jormag and the other bosses. So
You want Twinkle and I to blink to this side for second green, and then they walk to that side for second green, or I don't know. Whatever you think.
alright, so I'll have to re-explain anyways. Wait for I don't mind re-explaining. Virtuosos, both of you are here. One portal for the first, one portal for the second. For the heralds, you're both this green, the swirl green. You're gonna run to it after you do your red, and just run back when you're done. Hopefully one of you saves a glint, a super speed thing to help you get back quick.
Yeah.
The problem with this is now it's going to be even harder to know if our damage is good because now we don't have quickness on.
At that point in time, yeah.
Yeah, like from the moment you guys go to do reds until you come back from greens, There's no guarantee. So it's however much preparation you do. But that is what would do it, to just progress. So again, for you, Moose, after you do your red, you're going to go to your green.
I have a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of having both quicknesses do that one, let's have Lanius and Dylan do it, and then just swap Noth and Winfer so that all the people doing far greens are in the same sub. And that way when like boons are off group, it's not for multiple people. It's I guess poor Gray is gonna be missing out a little bit, but he also has boon extension.
Okay, so Jormag, just for now, both virtuosos this green. We have Lanius and Thylin do this green. So Lanius, you will probably rifle 5 over to get into the screen, do your range, and then shift Signet back. And then we will have M and Moose do close screen. That all good?
And this is both the greens, yeah?
Both, correct.
Yep.
Just for
Okay.
Jormag. Any questions or concerns or confusion?
See how quickness uptime goes.
Yep.
Ready check.
That quickness uptime is that and any other boons that you heralds give us are going to drop. And it's not that big of a deal in Jormag, it's just something I want to optimize, and that's why like reverting to this strategy kind of just sucks. Okay, that's what we'll do. Everything else is the same. This will guarantee get us into purpose. And then we get to see how fast somebody kills somebody else with the husband.
It's been purified. Break it to send it back. The traffic port is exposed.
There you go, spread now.
Perfect. Not so perfect.
Okay, for Master's ability.
Bring all the acid. And
Somewhere are you?
bam.
Watch
you
the last
crouching?
lap.
3, 2, 1, now.
I won't have portal.
1 full death. That. Yeah. This is where we would have it. Oh, he said he didn't have it.
Yeah, because
We'll
my
continue
portal
just
went
for
now.
basic practice. He's only a DPS. It's just sucks. Can we get a little bit of cleave on the storms here if possible? this is the DPS check. Yeah, so much was messed up there, GG.
So I'm taking the red there as well, yeah?
There would be no red.
No, but am I meant to be taking red? Because I didn't get it. Oh no.
You should get red on Primoris,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then no need for fancy hammer stuff,
What's
just
my
drop it.
positioning more? Yep.
Ready check.
Push it into the prismatic rift.
Back.
It's been purified. Look, break it to send it back. It's exposed.
That is a fail. On portal.
Ready check.
Strat. May as well swap back to Bloodlust.
Oh, you go to the farthest one in the middle, I believe. Yeah.
Push it into the prismatic rift. It's been purified. Break it to send it back.
Oh, that's gonna be dicey.
Good job. Three, two, one. Now.
DPS are getting the second red every time.
Wow. Guess we're running back as well. And that's a fail. Because one green person right now.
Second bet wasn't in there.
Only Jormag greens.
So I still paired otherwise? Or what's the Can we just
Okay.
have people go to which green they take?
So before we did that split, but then we discussed virtuosos in swirl. Then we'll have our supports here. Actually, wait, no. It's like they're kind of swapping places. So virtuosos are in swirl. The two quickness people are the other far. And then the middle people were the same. So both Alak people. Welcome back.
Okay.
And then ideally what we have, which I guess hasn't been happening, is Noro, is your portal off cooldown?
Mine won't be. Twinkle will be able to use his though.
Oh, because he's first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your job, Twinkle, is to, before
Drop it
we
around
go
where
out,
Star is if
drop it, I don't know, around arrow-ish. Between arrow and star, the green markers.
yeah.
Drop your portal, go out for spread, and then you, when green spawn, you drop it in between these two. You run to yours. You succeed. You blink back, portal in. Does that make sense? Or you can just blink towards main group. Okay.
Ready check.
In order to make a one chomp, because in order to make the one chomp, we need that to portal back.
When we're moving out during Primordius, make sure that if you're baiting reds, you're closest to the center.
Yep. So that's both quickness jump. GG. Good push in, but
Counter
when
push
we
went straight back.
yeah, when we correct it, we're all just behind it, pushing it pretty much towards back to center, and we don't really know when to go to the side. And that is what created
Ready,
that
check.
curve that really went in towards the middle. So you want to slow it down a little bit, but then start to really force it over here. So slow it down a bit, prepare and push. Good. Now we threw it.
It's been purified. Break it to send it back.
Oh,
Activate
fuck.
it.
That me. My bad.
No problem, man.
I'm like, where's my portal? There ain't no portal.
Food is about to run out too.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Ready
Hold on,
check.
let me eat. Is my writ about to run out? I'm just gonna writ.
What are you doing over there?
Bean. Go down a bit and are good and good.
It's been purified. Break it to send it back. Exposed.
we absorb and walk in probably.
Make sure you have super speed. Or else it'll be hard to get out of it.
Ah. I have no play heal.
Yeah. That's the problem if a hammer messes up. You're gonna, like, how are you gonna get over there if we have to do a second green?
They're gonna be stuck on hammer for like all of Suwon, aren't they? Because it's 18 seconds per red.
Ah. I erased my notes. Crap.
I guess maybe not the whole time, but there might be like 1 or 2 phases where they're stuck.
I can get you proper times.
Ready check.
Or I guess while we have downtime during ready checks. Simulation. Yeah, I was gonna look into that, but don't. I'm gonna open up a log. Let's find out. This could be an issue. The thing is, we have 4 mesmers. Like, they shouldn't be that big of an issue, but
Yeah, sometimes they might show up like right when we're portaling out or something like that.
Or if all our rotations are synced up.
Yeah.
let me upload this log and take a look.
Except I guess Alacrity Chrono probably camps. No, they use Greatsword and Sword, right?
Don't they use shield or something?
Maybe they use Sword, Shield, and Sword.
So there is
I don't know.
very consistent
Oh,
double boon rip. We have about 3% protection and 2.5 on resistance, but we have 10.7 on regeneration, so that doesn't really matter.
It still lowers Mesmer damage a
Yeah, it
little bit,
does.
but it's not as much as protection would be.
Yeah, but I mean, Mesmer still have that trait, so
Yep.
there's very consistent double boon rip, 2, not 3. Kind of one of the unfortunate downsides of ditching scrappers is that you don't have Throw Mine anymore, which is a triple boon rip available every single time.
Ready check.
Otherwise, they're relatively fine.
Yeah, 10% just means that regeneration's up for 2 seconds each time, so it's not terrible.
Assuming it works out like that. Remember that boons are applied right after greens, for example. So if you have stuff that you can prepare in advance for that, that would be good.
It's been purified. It worked. Break it and send it back.
Sure. See, this is the
Beat
DPS
it.
check I want. I knew we could make it. Three, 2, 1, now. Yeah, the thing is, since I wasn't expecting this, damage is garbage. Portal.
Alright, clear it.
And
My bad.
that's fine. Well, we made the stupid damage check. So. Well, let's just keep things consistent for a thing. I don't want to swap and then swap and then swap. We can do that on
Ready,
Tuesday.
check.
Yeah, it's still good practice for just DPSing during draw mag anyway.
My hammers were pretty good that pull.
One down.
On down. I'm gonna die.
GG.
Can we just tag an ad? Or did someone die?
I'm gonna hit by
There's
the
like 3 down.
AoEs, yeah.
There's 3 down, 1 just about dead.
And I'm one of the major CCs too.
Yeah, it's just too big of a
Ready, check.
hassle at the very beginning. Oh, what do I do? I need to use my floor. It's not done.
It's been purified. The dragon descended back.
I fucked up.
Oh,
Here.
res.
Oh.
It's my bad. I was on. Oh wait, we both fucked up anyway. I was on. I swapped the staff from Mammal.
Yeah, you gotta do F3. It'll work. Just block it.
MS Peepo me.
Ready, check.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to get a panic language.
Push it into the prismatic rift. It's been purified. Break it to send it back. Closed.
We go opposite side, miss.
Good luck, guys.
Oh. Wow. That's both of our Mespers dead, 2 green people, 2 portal people. A lot of cleave, it's just not worth even attempting to practice them more to me. One more pull and then that'll be it, no matter how it goes.
We're gonna get the kill.
Ready check.
Now we haven't even gone over.
It would be so yeah.
Push it into the prismatic rift.
One down. On a crack.
There. It's been purified. It worked. Break it to send it back. It's exposed.
That's a GG, but yeah,
Does that count as our last pull?
yeah, it does. I did say, however, it would go. Yeah, it's whatever. People have a better feel for things. If people need to improve on their builds, hopefully you know where you need to improve. Whether for just HTcm or just in general. If you're missing sigils or whatever, please go get them. I've been using the good red if you need those. But yeah. Tuesday we're gonna revert back to the strat that I actually want to do, because we did actually succeed in that Jormak, even though it was kind of barely. But hopefully with maybe additional practice from you all, or maybe if somebody's missing infusions or whatever, that we can come back on Tuesday, get Jormak down, and get some good practice on Primordius, and we'll probably revert to the double chomp strat, but hopefully not. Regardless, thank you all for coming. Good job. And then there is the hammer throw practice.
It looks like difficult to pull off, so kudos to you guys for wanting to do that.
I mean, anything like that just takes
Just takes a lot of time, yeah. Like, more you do it, it'll just become second nature.
Yep, that's just how a lot of things that look really difficult are. Like, yes, they are difficult, it is precise, but it's a second and a quarter timing.
Yup.
I'm not sure if
Yeah, there is a window.
It's like basically what we do for portals anyway for greens.
And like there's a range where, so long as you get it like off yourself so that you can go to the same spot next time, it doesn't really matter how far you get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, it also helps if you have incentives to learn, like killing Wolfie.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks guys. I'll see you Tuesday.
Okay.
I guess I'll see some of you tomorrow.
I should get out of the instance so you don't get the prompt. Yeah, just need that little bit of extra damage. I gotta work on doing... I spent all that time getting exposure on Bladesport, and it did help. By every pull I've made some sort of mistake. Because I guess I'm just not used to doing this encounter on Bladeswarm, because the furthest I really get in, like, normal practice, because I don't really join other HTcm groups, is kill before first spread. Like, how am I gonna practice?
Oh, for sure. That's Blade Spawn in a nutshell with nearly every fight though, right?
Yeah. This will just take
Gotta
a
learn all the little
ton of
tricks.
exposure. I'll get there, it's just... It'll take a lot of time. I'm getting a decent field.
Reminder to do the hero point.
Gonna... Hold on, let me one shot as a blade sword.
This is a place of refuge, not a den of iniquity. I'll do what I must.
Alright, can I... Damn it, I can't... I've heard of you, I'd love to test your prowess. I'm unfortunately busy.
Oh yeah, sometimes it just won't take challenges for like 20 seconds.
Okay, here we go.
I've tried to figure out if it's related to what the trainees are doing in the next thing, but it seems...
Yeah, I think someone just did it, so... I'm trying to wait until I get my flow stuff back so I can interact with them, begin a dragon channel at full, and then begin, and then just dragon slash. Okay. So, I get the prompt up, get flow going, get this going.
A practical demonstration.
One shot.
Good stuff.
That's funny.
Gotta go do some rod. Thanks.
Give me a moment. Thank you for watching. I will be back Monday with more raids and Tuesday with more HTcm. Thank you very much for watching and have a good night.